What up, everybody? This is Powerhouse Hobbs, a.k.a. Mr. Big Black and Jacked, a.k.a. Bringing the Meat. You are watching the Stunner, the pulse of pro wrestling.
Rob here with 1/3 of the Trios champions, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yes,
Pleasure
sir.
to talk to you
Sir.
here in Dallas, Texas. You know, I've been watching your whole journey through AEW.
Thank you.
And your body transformation has been really incredible to see. Just
I appreciate that.
As someone who himself is a bigger guy, it's been really cool to see and inspiring.
Thank
and I'm
you.
curious, when you're hitting the gym,
Yes.
what are you listening to? What's on your playlist?
You know, I'm a very moody person. Always have been. Probably because I was spoiled as a kid. You know, I'm the youngest child, youngest grandchild, so I kind of got away with everything. But man, it depends on my mood. Like yesterday, when I was in the gym, I was listening to some Switch, some DeBarge, flipped it over to some Michael McDonald and Doobie Brothers.
Oh.
So then I had to flip it, ended it with some E40. So you know, it's just random whenever I'm feeling. You know, I don't have a specific playlist. I just go on my mood and how I'm feeling.
And I'm curious, for personal reasons, what's your diet like? What do you eat throughout the day?
Man, I just eat. Show days, I don't really carb up too much because I don't want to be bloated. I eat a lot of protein. Sometimes when I'm on flights and stuff, man, it's hard because I live on the West Coast and we're on the East Coast and middle of the country a lot. So I'm always in my seat shaking a protein shake, and it kind of looks funny for the person sitting behind me. Chair shaking, I'm shaking a shake, but. Usually, man, when I do have time to eat, it's a lot of chicken, fish.
Just eating clean, basically.
Yeah, a lot of high protein.
I hear you. And, if someone were to come to you and being like, I'm just getting into pro wrestling,
Yes.
What are like 3 or 4 matches that I absolutely need to check out? What are you recommending
For
them?
me, personally, one has to be Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13. For me, another match will have to be me versus John Moxley, just the intensity we had up in Cincinnati. And then I like to tell people pick a match on somebody that you envision yourself being, someone you can find that one particular wrestler that you can relate to.
Who was that for you growing up? Who was your wrestling avatar?
For me, I loved Harlem Heat. Because they're from the hood. I'm from the streets, the project. So them saying sucker and wearing do-rags and, that was always cool for me. It might have been Stone Cold Steve Austin at times. Definitely DX, NWO. Remember in middle school we called ourselves the Four Horsemen, me and 3 other friends. So it all depends.
That's cool. And, I heard you grew up in Palo Alto, and it's very interesting. Oh, you didn't?
No,
oh, am I
East
wrong?
Palo Alto.
East Palo Alto, okay.
So it's a difference. Palo Alto is like Pride Rock.
Mm-hmm.
East Palo Alto is like Elephant Graveyard.
Okay, see,
So it's a huge difference once you cross that bridge.
I'm glad you clarified because for me,
a lot of fights started growing up. When I was growing up over that.
Yeah, because when I think Palo Alto, I think like Apple or Silicon
Stanford
Valley
University. No, man, I'm from a 2 square mile city, East Palo Alto. Used to be the former murder capital of the United States. 2 square mile city. I'm from a city where everybody knows everybody.
I hear you.
It's that small.
And what would you say is the AEW Mount Rushmore? Who are like the 4 legends of AEW?
Man, the 4 legends. You gotta put Chris Jericho up there. You gotta put John Moxley up there. Since the company is still young, I feel there is some open spots, but you got to look at Kenny Omega as well, and the Young Bucks.
All right.
Without those guys, and it's kind of this might have not got off the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm going to put you on the spot here. Could you name the 4 presidents on the actual Mount Rushmore?
Washington. Let's see, Jefferson, Roosevelt, kind of surprised I know this, huh?
I mean, I had to look it up.
I'm trying to
so.
think.
There's one more. It's an easy one. You got all the hard ones.
Lincoln.
There we go.
There we go. I paid a little attention in class a little bit, you know.
Powerhouse Hobbs, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great one.
Man, I had to think about that for a minute. I'm trying to think of like, let me close my eyes and
Visualize it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Roosevelt's on the far right end. I'm thinking.
One guy's looking the other way.
Yes.